children, hearty welcome to our online class, class 8, subject science. Today we are stepping into new unit, that is unit 5, and the name of the unit is atomic structure. So I think you all know what is meant by an atom, right? So what is an atom? Atoms are the smallest indivisible particle and which cannot be easily separated or which cannot be easily broken down. That is said to be an atom, right? So every substance in our surrounding is made up of unique elements. There are 118 elements identified worldwide so far. Out of these elements, 92 elements occur in the nature and the remaining elements are synthesized in the laboratories, right? Copper, iron, gold and silver are some of the elements which are found in the nature, and elements like technetium, promethium, neptunium and plutonium are manufactured or they are synthesized in the laboratories. Each element is made up of similar minute particles called atoms. So what is an atom? Atoms are the similar minute particles. For example, the element gold is made up of similar atoms which determine its characteristics. And the word atom is derived from the Greek word. Do you know which Greek word which is derived from for the name atom? That is atomos. The word atomos is a one from which we have derived the name atom, and the word atomos means smallest divisible particle, while atomos means smallest indivisible particle. So from the word atomos only they have derived the word atom, and ancient philosophers like Democritus have spoken about atoms. And now we shall see Dalton's atomic theory. So Dalton is a famous scientist, that is John Dalton provided a basic theory about the nature of matter, and he only proposed the structure of atom in the year 1808, and based upon his experiments only they have found the structure of atom during the year 1808, and from the structure of atom he have proposed various postulates, right? So according to Dalton, he have given some postulates regarding the atom. So according to John Dalton, all the matters are made up of extremely minute particles or extremely small particles called atoms, and atoms of same element are identical in all respects. So for example, either it can be their size or shape, or it can be their mass, or it can be any property also. For the atoms of same element, they are identical in all their size, shape, mass and properties. And atoms of different elements have different sizes and masses, and they possess different properties. Atoms can neither be created nor be destroyed. Atoms of different elements may combine with each other in a fixed simple ratio to form either a molecule or a compound. So atoms, when they do combine with each other in a fixed ratio, they form ultimately a molecule, or it can be any compound also. An atom is the smallest particle of matter that takes part in a chemical reaction, right? So these are all the postulates of atomic theory which have been given by John Dalton. So according to John Dalton, all the matters are made up of small particles called atoms, and they are identical in all respects. If atoms of same element are identical, they are same in their properties, in size, in shape, everything. And atoms of different elements have different sizes and masses, and atoms can neither be created nor be destroyed. So John Dalton, he is a son of a poor weaver. Although he is a son of a poor weaver, he have become the scientist, and then during the year 1803 only he proposed the atomic theory. And now let us see what are all the advantages of atomic theory. Dalton's theory explains most of the properties of gases and liquids, and it do explain the law of chemical combination and law of conservation of mass. Do you know what is the law of conservation of mass? Yes, according to the law of conservation of mass, mass of the product in a chemical reaction will be equivalent to the mass of all the reactants, right? That is to be the law of conservation of mass, right? So according to law of conservation of mass, it is nothing but the where masses of all the products will be equivalent to the masses of the reactants, and this theory helps to recognize the molecular differences of elements and compounds. These are all the advantages of Dalton's atomic theory. And now let us see what are all the limitations of this theory. Atom is no longer considered as the smallest indivisible particle. According to John Dalton, atom is no longer considered as the smallest indivisible particle, and atoms of same element have different masses. So that is said to be isotope. Do you know what is meant by an isotope? So in case of an isotope, if you see here, in case of hydrogen, 1H1 and 1H2. So in both 1H1 and 1H2, you do have same atomic number, but they have different atomic mass, or they do possess same different mass number, right? Here it is 1H1 and here it is 1H2. So they are all the atoms which do have same atomic number, but they differ in their atomic mass. That is to be isotope. So that is the limitation of Dalton's theory. And atoms of different element have same masses, right? That is to be isobar only. So if you see here, in case of argon and potassium, so in case of argon, atomic number is 18, and for potassium it is 19, while its mass number is 40 and 40 for both the argon and potassium. So they do have same mass number, but they differ in their atomic number. That is said to be isobar. And substances made up of same kind of atoms may have different properties. For example, coal, graphite and diamond. Coal, graphite and in diamond, can you say they are all made up of which type of element? Yes, coal, graphite and diamond are made up of carbon, but they differ in their properties. So they are all the limitations of Dalton's atomic theory. Atom is considered as no longer indivisible particle, and atoms of same element have different masses. Atoms of different element have same masses, and substances made up of same atom may have different properties. These are all the limitations of Dalton's theory. So in our today's session, we have seen what is an atom and what are all the postulates of Dalton's atomic theory, advantages and limitations of John Dalton's theory. So now let us see what is your today's home fun. Your first question, write the postulates of Dalton's theory. Second question, what are the advantages of Dalton's theory? And your third question, what are all the limitations of Dalton's theory? Thank you.